Hey, HannahMouse1 here. Welcome back to my Building a Miniature Hogwarts series. In this video, I will be making the quad. This is an area of Hogwarts that I found it really hard to find consistent references for. Like, all the ones I saw seemed slightly different. So I just kind of did this weird hybridization of all of them. So yeah, it might not be accurate at all, but it does turn out to be one of my favourite parts of the building I've made so far. So either way, I'm pretty happy with this one. I make like the walls to go around the edge, and I start making this little like extended area of the balcony, which I saw in some versions of this and quite liked, so I decided to go with it. I thought it looked pretty cool and added a bit of variation to the edges of the quad. I added in a little staircase that leads to the top of this extended area, and then I made a little like tower thing to go on top. It's a really weirdly shaped tower, but a lot of versions had this, so I was like, yep, rolling with it. And so yeah, I made it out of paper because it's easier to do curves out of paper, just because it's more flexible, and I bottom it off with cardboard. And I give it a little roof, which I made out of the straight sides I did out of cardboard, then the curved edges I did out of tissues, which I just glued in place to keep firm. Obviously all this will be hidden by roof tiles eventually, so it doesn't really matter how much of a mess it is. Most of that gets hidden anyway. I draw on where I want the paths to be, just because it helps me work out where all the other decorations should go. And I start adding in some paving stones down one side. I couldn't quite figure out whether this area was meant to be paved or grass, so I just kind of did both. Because I saw different versions of it where like it had grass, and yeah, I just kind of did a nice amalgamation, and I think it does add some pretty nice visual interest anyway, so I'm pretty happy with that. And I add the side walls on and give each of the long edges a roof, as so. And then I do the arduous process of adding in all of the roof tiles. Yeah, this process is never that fun, but it does make it look so much better that it's insane. So like, yeah, it's absolutely worth it in my opinion. And yeah, it just takes about 10 years to do anything in this method. And of course I have to do the top of this little tower. Any curved edges always look really whack when you put the roof tiles on, but you know, I think it's fine. And yeah, then I paint everything. I do the roof in the typical blue that I've been using. I'm fully aware these colours aren't entirely accurate to actual Hogwarts, but like, I think it looks quite nice in a cartoony sort of way. Then I do grass, like bright green. It's a bit bright, so I do dull it down later. I do brown for the path, as such, going over everything, and then this is how I dull it down. I just dab on some of the brown and mix it into the green while the green is still wet, creating a nice muddy grass look. And then I use like an orangey muted colour to do the paving stones. And then I use the tan colour I've been using to do all of the walls as such. And I think that looks really nice when everything looks painted. And apart from that, that's all I got done this week. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you did. It lets me know that this is something that you'd want to see more of in the future. And apart from that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye!